Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 24th. We are going to jump right in here, Aries, and we are going to see what is going on for you at this time, Aries. It's funny, you have this Mercury card. You're like the second sign, maybe, that has had something about Mercury, and we do have a Mercury retrograde. So, obviously, I would pay attention to the typical retrograde rules. I would, follow all the retrograde rules, all that other good stuff. But let's see here what is going on for you. It looks pretty good. You do, at the end here, you do have this... you do have these two cards. One card says pay attention to your health. The other card says danger, especially in money matters. I would just be careful. I mean, even just looking around here, you have the Ten of Swords and you have the Chariot here and you have the Ten of Pentacles. It actually looks pretty good. I would just say in this middle row, it's very obvious to me. I like to get these warnings out right away. Right here in the middle row, you have this Seven of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles and Mercury. This would say to me, that someone could be trying to sell you something. Someone could be, trying to get one over on you. I would just be careful of anything that sounds too good to be true here with these cards, because it probably is with the Seven of Swords. You even start off with this Jackal card, which says truth on it. And I feel like it's asking you to get the truth from a situation. So I would make sure that you understand like a situation before you dive head in, before you dive head first is what I'm trying to say, before you kind of go for it, just, so nothing happens. Again, I would protect your money at this time. Mercury retrograde is a bad time for, I always tell people don't allow the retrogrades to control your life because, if we did, we pretty much wouldn't do anything ever. And what I would say here is just do your research, and I would also say if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. You have the Page of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles here. I do feel that this could be communication coming in for you. And I do feel like it is someone who is like telling their truth. I almost get this feeling of either, it's like, I don't know how to describe this. It's like, sometimes I think maybe if we're honest with ourselves, right, we tried to, especially in relationships, it's almost like maybe we have this, perfect vision of like what a person is to us. We have this, we kind of idealize the people that we're with, right? Because we want them to be perfect for us, if that makes sense. And, I feel like the truth that is coming out here is that you're realizing that a person from the past can't be what you want them to be. It's like you want them to be a certain way, is how I'm seeing this right here. Six of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. Again, I read intuitively. That's how this is popping into my head. So, I kind of see this as you maybe hoping that someone could be a certain way and they just can't. And this is a good thing. I feel like this is setting you free, especially your outcome is the Chariot. So clearly this is going to be something that releases you, something that leads to, greener pastures or leads to something much different in your life. I also feel like you're very attractive at this time with the Queen of Wands. You're like the second or third sign that I've said that to. So you must be a very sexy time right now, Aries. But you have that, and you have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups could be a love offer that is coming in for you. But again, I feel like this is a new love offer. By the way, there will be a part 2 to this reading linked up in the comments down below in the pinned comment. And we're going to go much deeper than this and see what's coming up. But that's kind of how I'm seeing this. The Queen of Wands, she would also she is very bold and assertive. She really stands up for herself. And I don't think it's a bad reading. I think, again, it's just one of those readings where it's saying if something is coming in as an offer, right, just make sure you have all the details. I think that's more important than anything else, especially anything financial. Because of that last card, I would just be very careful. Like I said, it's actually a good reading. Ten of Pentacles, Chariot, Six of Cups. I mean, these are really good cards. Next, you have the Mercury card. This card says messages. I would be paying very close attention to your dreams with this here. I'd be paying very close attention to your ideas, your thoughts, kind of like your intuitive motion. I feel like saying the word motion. It's like I feel like maybe intuitively you are starting to get moving. Like, your intuition is almost pulling you towards things that excite you. And I feel like that's what you need to listen to. I want to see what the next card is. Yeah, you have this dignified card. It says strength. So I feel like you are being kind of like strengthened at this time, but I really feel like it's the messages that are strengthening. It's like sometimes, I'm pretty sure one of your recent readings, I said something about how it's almost like you can't ignore something. Remember, this was your mid-January reading. I'll link that up down below as well. I kept getting this feeling of like just not, sometimes I think we get to this point in our life where we just can't ignore like messages that are coming in and they just become too loud, right? And I don't think you're necessarily like hearing anything in your head. I feel like this is more of a feeling, like something feels right. Maybe you can't even describe it, but just something feels right. You know, you ever have one of those feelings? That's what the Ten of Pentacles looks like to me. You have the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. What I would say here is that the Ten of Pentacles is like your dream life. It doesn't mean that you necessarily have it, as I always say, but there is a tree of life on the Ten of Pentacles, and the tree of life kind of represents everything you desire to have in your life, all your goals, wishes, and dreams. And what I would say here is I feel like you are very focused on manifesting these things. Then you have the Ten of Swords. Number one, two tens to me is a definite ending. I mean, tens represent the end. You know, they represent something coming to an end, especially when you get two in a row like this. That to me represents an ending or something coming to a close. For a lot of you, I feel like it's a relationship matter that is coming to an end, that is coming to a close. But the good news is like I feel like you're maturing in a certain sense. It's like you're having the realization that you have to move on. For others, I feel it's just your life in general. It's like you're understanding that something has to change. You have the Nine of Wands here. Nine of Wands says, like, don't give up. And I feel like you've had these messages. I know this for a fact because someone left me a comment saying something about conflicting messages. And, you know, I feel like these are two different messages. I think that's what people need to understand. Also, tarot doesn't control your life. So I always tell people who say things about conflicting messages and things, don't watch tarot, right? Because, you know, again, tarot is loose advice at best. And that's the comment that I left back to that person because I don't think tarot should be taken very seriously at all, right? I think it should be like the sprinkles on top of your life, basically. Just loose guidance that kind of gives you some idea of some directions that you're going in. And I always say that for a reason because, again, I feel like some people take it way too seriously. But what I would say here is that Nine of Wands is like throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. It's saying if there's something that you want to achieve, I would go for it. I feel like and again, the reason this is not a conflicting message like that person made it seem is that Ten of Swords I feel like is a situation that just isn't working. There is no forward movement. Going this direction here, Chariot, it's like there's another situation, something else in your life where there is forward movement. Where things, you put in energy, you get energy back. Very simple. With the Seven of Swords here, I put this card down and I got the message that I got at the beginning of the reading. That, you know, really, I feel like this is part of the realization that a person just cannot be what they are in your head. I don't think it's a lie. I don't think it's like, you know, you were lying to yourself or anything. Like I said, I think sometimes we just get into a relationship. The person maybe presents themselves a certain way. And maybe we kind of build the story up from there of like who they are and they just can't be that. And again, it's part of life. No criticisms here, right? You know, it's just like we all have to learn, right? And, you know, I just feel that's what's going on there. I really have nothing else to say in that matter. So I'm moving on. Next, you have the Cane. It says, pay attention to your health. And you have the Bear. It says, danger, especially in money matters. So I would be very, very careful of your financial health, number one. And I would be careful of your health. I am not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice, obviously. I would definitely take care of your health here. You know, you do have the Ten of Swords. I'd make sure you're staying healthy. Might be a good time, like a good week to, you know, avoid going out in public or, you know, whatever you need to do, right? Take care of yourself is what I feel like this is saying. I would be careful of falling in general as well. So, you know, I would be careful of that. With the money thing, I immediately got with that Seven of Swords and also this Mercury card. Again, Mercury retrograde, no get-rich-quick schemes. I always tell people during Mercury retrograde, no get-rich-quick, no none of that. I've been telling people for like the past few years, Pluto and Capricorn, that is the end of get rich quick. I mean, there is no get rich quick in the first place. I think you do, actually, that's a lie. I think you do get rich quick. Because again, people who get rich, they get rich overnight, right? It's like one day they don't have $1 million, the next day they do, as I always say. So do you get rich quick? Yes, but it's actually probably like years and years and years of, you know, studying, learning, putting in the work, all that other stuff. So, but what I would say here is that the universe is much more focused on long-term stability. So it's like if you're building a business that only lasts for like 6 months, the universe is going to be like, nope, not going to happen. If you put in the practice, the Hierophant right here, Hierophant is a card of mastery. He represents the 3 levels of mastery, which are initiation, apprenticeship, and mastery. So if you put in the work to build up something long term, if you put in the work to build up a long term business, then you will be successful with the Hierophant. But it's not like a get rich quick thing. I know it's not popular, and the whole get rich quick thing, I think it works because, it sounds good. But really, is it? Probably not. I think it's better to, kind of build something that actually lasts for a long time, so you're not always worrying about chasing money and, all that other stuff. And that's what I would say there. And you also have the Chariot as well, heading towards a victory. So I do feel like there are a lot of victories coming in for you. The Chariot is about taking control. It's also about going on the journey as well. So I do feel there is a victory coming in for you here, Aries, and it's going to be in moving in a new direction. And the Hierophant is like kind of asking you, here's the thing, is you have the Ten of Pentacles in the Hierophant. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of learning, and it can, it's kind of like a card to me that can represent hidden or secret information. I don't think anything is being hidden or is secret for you. It's not like that. It just means that you have to like go out and experience something. You have to kind of go out and learn something so that you can become more successful. But I would, as far as money is concerned, I would be more focused on building something long term. Trust me, you'll be thanking me later because, it's like, yeah, maybe there's an opportunity that comes your way that looks good, but is it really going to last? Probably not. Especially if it's like a trick or get rich quick or something like that. Again, I know that's not sexy, but again, honestly, I think that's the direction people need to move in, is what I would say. I mean, I have a whole new channel, and on that channel, I'm going to be talking all about this stuff because I think it's important. And guess what? For free. I'm not selling anything necessarily on that channel that is going to be like get rich quick, right? I'm like get rich slow so that you can have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is building or leaving a legacy. It's building something forever, not something that only lasts for like a month. So that's what I would do here. Looks good so far. I do feel like there's new love coming in for you as well. Could be any sign. You have water and earth here, so it could be a water sign, earth sign. You've been getting water. I think you've also been getting earth, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So take it how it resonates, one or the other, right? And guess what? General reading. Could be any sign. So, I say go out and meet a good person who actually wants to put the work in, who cares what sign they are, is what I would say there. Yeah, I like this. This looks really good. So thank you for being here, Aries. Really appreciate it. Part 2 will be linked up down below. We're going to go much deeper into this and see what's going on. So thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.